Can you believe they're all the way up to rank and file 7 now?
No, I can't. I thought they would have stopped making them after your performance.
Wow. Didn't realize this was a roast.
No, it's just that you definitely had some interesting priorities earlier in your career. First, it was the movie. Then you were obsessed with getting your own action figure.
It was on the list since day one.
Yeah, which made you super jealous when I got one before you did. Remember this? Are you still a little bit jealous?
No.
Are you sure?
I think you're exaggerating how I reacted.
Really? Because that's not how I remember it. Check it out! My first action figure! Pretty cool, right?
Awesome. They really nailed the detail in your face.
You didn't even really look at it.
Yeah, well, you know what they say about action figures. Once you've seen one, you've seen them all.
Literally no one says that. Wait, are you jealous because you don't have one yet?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, look, I get it. This was more your thing, but it's just an action figure.
It's more than that to me. Think of how you felt when I won a title in WWE before you did. It's like that, but 10 times worse.
Comparing titles to action figures might be a little extreme. But if it makes you feel any better, I'll wait and let you cross it off our list whenever you get one.
No, it's fine. Cross it off. You earned it.
I see you got your first action figure. We've had like 30 now, so it's kind of boring at this point.
Where's yours?
I think he didn't get one.
Well, that's awkward. I think even like Tom Phillips got one.
He doesn't really deserve it.
Well, that's true. He's lucky even to be on the roster.
Sorry, we got sidetracked with a private conversation that had absolutely nothing to do with you. But since apparently you don't have an action figure, we like to give you ours.
Happy Rusev Day!
Do you think he heard what we said?
Who cares? He's a loser.
I heard he freaking jerks, and if I had an action figure of my own, I would team up with Red's action figure to kick your action figure stupid plastic butts.
Or even better, how about we take them down in real life?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I guess we could do that.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. And from Kansas City, weighing in at 320 pounds, and from Chemung, New Jersey, the Raw Women's Champion, the original gangsta, Miss the
Corey.
WWE superstars end up facing each other in the ring for a variety of reasons. Tonight, Red and Trey are squaring off with Rusev and Lana because of, well, action figures.
From what I hear, Trey was throwing a tantrum because he didn't get an action figure and then was apparently offended when Rusev and Lana tried to graciously give him theirs.
Hey, I can relate to Trey. I mean, you guys have them, but when am I going to get my own action figure?
Never, never, ever, because nobody wants that, Saxton.
He's definitely being the aggressor here.
He's got a head of steam working and shows no signs of slowing.
He's looking to fly
From the top. Diving double axe handle.
The mighty Rusev looking a bit surprised by this assault. Absolutely incredible.
Elbow drop.
Oh, man, jarring headbutt.
Oh, again.
Up on the shoulders. Oh, an elbow drop. Not where you want to be at this point in the match, guys.
Definitely not. Hooked up.
Back suplex.
But, oh, what impact.
What's he going to do with it? Ah, gut buster.
Strong kick.
My goodness. The referee really has to be on his game here in this mixed tag team match. Into the pin attempt.
I'm a little iffy on why that would be a good decision.
No way. Astounding power.
Scoop slam.
Measured kicks.
Big move coming. And Rusev brutally punishing his opponent.
Here it comes.
Accolade, the accolade.
It's over.
The accolade, submission maneuver locked in. Rusev closing in perhaps on a victory.
Rusev gonna...
Apparently a change in plans here.
I don't know why. He seemed to have him right where...
Hoping to end it here. Maybe not.
Hits him with a gut-wrench suplex.
What impact.
Rusev might want to check his ego here. Might come back to haunt him.
He's in full control now.
Huge overhead belly to belly.
Great agility there. Uh-oh, could it be?
I don't know if Rusev could take much more of this. Hurry up. You got to follow up that move with the pin.
Cover! I guess he's thinking something else here.
He's clearly not thinking about winning. Wow. Part of me thought that was it, Cole.
And into the count. 2!
With all the damage done, you have to wonder how much more it'll take.
going to the top rope once more. It's Lana with the offense.
And there's the reversal from Rusev.
He's one step ahead there. Great technical know-how on display. Cover here. This guy just refuses to quit.
How'd he do that?
Reversal. Oh, this is dangerous right here. Incoming. Elbow drop. Going for something else, it seems.
I suspect he knows something that we don't, Cole.
Goes into the pin. Maybe not.
The breakup.
I don't like the look.
Look at this.
Diving knee drop. That's gotta be it.
I would love to know what made him think that was a good idea.
Shoulders down for the count. There's two.
Well, Rusev is on his way to La La Land, but he gets his head out of the noose and survives.
He is efficient and dangerous with his offense thus far.
He can turn it up.
Uh-oh, could it be?
Slam down hard.
Dropped it with a big shot. This should do it right there.
I question every bit of that.
He thinks he has it. Another kick out.
How in the world?
Unreal. On the back of the neck. His shoulders are down.
What a fool. He had him dead to...
Is it enough here? Kick out at 2. That may have been a slow count.
Not quite.
What a maneuver. Elbow drop. Tagged in.
Dominating shoulder tackle.
Elbow. She's got her. Oh, what impact.
Just a nasty headbutt.
Did you hear the impact? Oh, and a spear! Lana may be slowing some here.
Whoa, Lana able to avoid damage.
It's Lana with the offense.
Oh, didn't go as planned there.
Running Bulldog!
Oh, man. Oh, what a chop block.
Look out. Here we go.
From the top! Big miss right there. Elbow drop!
Headbutt.
Ooh. Shot block. Boom, backdrop suplex. On a high angle, right across the shoulders.
She's ready for something big.
All the way for the top. She fails to land that one.
I gotta say, that's about as big a miss as you'll ever see.
Wow, she turned that one around. Up on the shoulders. She's bringing the pressure on now.
Yeah, something lit a fire under her, and she is going strong.
Oof. All on the apron, lifting it up into the ring. Bam! Suplex. Amazing move there.
It is very clear that Lana is feeling the physicality of this contest.
And things look bleak right now.
Heavy-duty right hand.
All on the apron, lifting it up into the ring. Bam! Suplex.
And this one's history. What a win.
Here are your winners.
That's a big win for him, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, these two make quite the pair, Michael.
Wow, I don't think we're going to have too many disappointed viewers at home. Not with action like we just saw.
In all seriousness, even though it wasn't as important to me, it was pretty cool when not long after that, you got your first action figure and crossed it off our list.
But the fact we had different priorities is partly what made this work, because let's be honest, if we'd been competing for the same things, I'm not sure we could have been friends. You were just always so driven to be the best.
Maybe, but it's not like I was only focused on individual goals. Like, what about when we went to SmackDown Live and I ended up teaming with someone who was a great influence and mentor to me? I'm talking about Mickie James, of course! Stand up and take a bow, Mickie, you deserve it. You fought hard, but it just wasn't your night.
Let's face it, it hasn't been your night in a long time. Now, as general manager of SmackDown Live, it's my job to present a cutting-edge product, which means constantly introducing new talent to keep our brand fresh and exciting. But we can't add new talent without making subtractions. So I'm sorry, Mickie, but based on your recent performance, you can either announce your retirement or, unfortunately, I'll have to make that decision for you.
Wait, so you're basically forcing her out? She deserves better than that.
I understand where you're coming from, but like I said, this is bigger than one person. It's about protecting the brand.
There would be no brand without women like Mickie James.
You know what? It's okay. It's okay. I've been doing this a long time, and maybe I've lost a step. Maybe it's just time to hang it up.
No, you can't just accept this. There has to be another way.
Well, there is one other option, but it would just be delaying the inevitable. Mickie can continue competing on SmackDown Live, as long as she wins. But the very next match she loses, is her last.
She'll do it.
I will?
All right. Good luck.
Look, I appreciate the support, but with my record as of late, I don't think I'll be sticking around too long.
Or maybe you will with me by your side.
What do you mean?
Big Show didn't say you had to win singles matches.
Are you sure you want to set aside your own goals to do this?
There's nothing I'd rather do than protect your legacy by sending you out on a winning streak. And one last title run. Win women's tag team championships with Mickie James.
Welcome everyone to the most iconic talk show ever, Iconic Talk, with your hosts,
The Iconics.
We just said iconic so many times.
You said it again. I think we just set a record.
Speaking of records, I want to remind everyone that we are now the longest running women's tag team champions ever from Australia.
They're also the only women's tag team champions from Australia.
Which brings us to my favorite segment of Iconic Talk.
It's time for Why Australia is Better.
This is the part of the show where we educate our audience on different aspects of Australian culture and explain
why Australia is better.
Okay, what do we have this week?
The great sport of cricket.
Which has nothing to do with filthy little insects.
No, it's actually a sport that is very popular in Australia.
Think of it like a way better version of your horrible, dull baseball.
To further educate you on this superior sport, let's go over the laws of cricket, shall we?
There are only 42 of them. Shouldn't take long.
Law 1. A cricket team consists of 11 players, including a captain.
That's a great law. One of my favourites. Now, Law 2.
Hey, what are these two doing out here? There were still 41 laws to go. I wanted to learn more about cricket.
I think you were the only one.
Law 2. The Iconics should never be allowed to have a talk show, as it'll put everyone watching to sleep.
That's not an actual law.
Yeah, don't listen to her.
Why are you two even out here?
It's very rude to interrupt someone's talk show. I recommend you go back and watch the segment we did on manners.
We're here because we want a tag team championship match.
So you two are a team now. What are you calling yourselves?
Red and grey.
Because Mickey's so old, get it?
Hilarious. She really is a fossil.
You've never even teamed before, so what makes you think you deserve a shot at our titles?
Maybe because 8 years ago in Calgary, I beat you in my very first match, and I've only gotten better since then. Way better.
Oh, okay. So you're saying since a long time ago, I felt bad for my pathetic opponent and basically took the night off because I was freezing, that a decade later, when that pathetic opponent rears her ugly head with an elderly partner, they deserve a tag title opportunity? Makes sense?
That was sarcasm. The answer is no.
If you think that we need to prove ourselves as a team, then we'll do it right now in a non-title match. If we win, we get a championship match. And if you win my career.
That whole career-ending stipulation is enticing.
Yeah, I forgot about that. It would be nice to put her out to pasture.
We'll do it.
But only after we finish teaching everyone about cricket.
Law 3. never interrupt the Iconics.
The Iconics viciously attack Red and Mickey with those cricket bats.
And rightfully so, they violated Law 3.
Red and Mickey are going to be at a severe disadvantage going into this match with so much at stake.
If you're just joining us, this is a non-title match with the stipulation that if Red and Mickey can defeat the Iconics, they earn a shot at their tag team titles. However, if the Iconics win, Mickie James' career will be over.
And Red and Mickey are clearly not 100% after that brutal attack by the... Whoa!
Bang!
Are you kidding me?
A lot of pride on the line here in this tag team encounter, but only two of these competitors will end up getting what they came for, the win.
In a tag team contest, a superstar and partner lock up against another duo. Unless there's a special stipulation added to the match, the traditional rules of a singles match apply in terms of winning the match via pinfall, submission, countout, or disqualification.
Here we go.
Oh, an elbow drop! Oh, it's a piercing elbow.
Putting it all on the line.
Oh, harsh impact.
Stringing together some big moves here.
She's able to turn it on at will.
One more time, here we go.
From the top.
Elbow finds its mark.
Oh, on the apron, lifting it up into the ring. Bam! Suplex. She's taking some big hits here.
The good news is that if it gets too out of control, she has her partner she can tag in while she catches her breath in the corner.
Cover! You're not going to get her that easy.
She got the shoulder up. That's all that counts.
Boom, what impact! Penny predicament with authority.
That would have been a shocker.
She's in control. The old Oscar. Measured up and fist drop. Pow, what a shot. That is a great reversal. Oh, here we go. Gutbuster. She's taking a beating here.
She really needs to make a tag here, guys. There's no way she can continue like this and expect to win the match. There's just no way.
Tagged in. The women's revolution has turned into the women's evolution.
And it's Billie Kay showing some agility.
Oh, again!
Oh, nasty impact.
Look, Mickie James is on the attack now.
She's out of it, guys. Great match here, but if you missed any of the action from this week, just go to WWE's Facebook page, YouTube channel, Twitter, and more to get all caught up. Absolutely has to make a tag here.
Yeah, but that's easier said than done, Michael.
She's almost there, just a bit more.
And I have never seen her partner more amped up than she is right now, Cole.
Setting up for the side Russian leg sweep. Mickie James seizing the... And it's Mickie James making a move. Simple but effective DDT.
See ya. Thanks for coming.
And Mickie James might have just secured the victory.
Shoulders down.
1, 2, 3. There's the pinfall and the victory.
Here are your winners.
Looking dominant at times in the victory.
When you put these two together, victory is really the only plausible outcome.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw these teams going back to it at some point in the very near future.
That was awesome! And considering our lack of experience together, I'd say we make a pretty good team.
I agree. I mean, you know what? I just want to say thank you for doing this. I could be sitting at home right now, but instead we have a chance to win the tag team championships. And even if my career does end, this is a heck of a way to go out.
Before you celebrate too much, we just found out your tag title match will be taking place on our home turf.
That's right, in our great country, in front of our fans at Super Showdown.
It doesn't matter. We'll beat you anywhere.
Oh, you should also know it's going to be an Australian rules tag match,
which are the most iconic rules.
What does that even mean?
It means it'll be no disqualification, tornado tag.
Or willy willy tag, as we say down under.
Hey Mickie, you should pack an extra week of clothes. You know, so you can go on holiday in Australia after we end your career.
We'll call our grandparents and see if they know of any good senior resorts.
Are you sick of going through life unrecognized and unappreciated? Well, what if I told you in just a few months I could make you famous around the world? Because that's what I did for WWE superstars Red and Trey. With my help and a sizable but fair tuition, they went from losers to bruisers. So if you want to get on the fast track to WWE success, there's only one place to do it: Riley Flash's Wrestling Academy. Fame and fortune is only one call away. So give me a ring, and I'll see you in the ring. Red and Trey did not authorize this message, and WWE success is highly unlikely.
And we're back after that word from our new sponsor, Riley Flash's Wrestling Academy.
I still think we would have gotten way more ad money out of the sod industry.
I guess the grass is always greener on the other side.
Damn it! See how easy it would have been to segue into their commercials?
Well, speaking of segues, let's not so smoothly segue into talking about The Miz and Trey battling over the lead role in Rank and File 4. Who are you pulling for in this one, Cole?
Welcome to another edition of Women Who Fight, where we have breaking news.
Ooh.
The new team of Red and Mickie James will get a tag team championship opportunity at Super Showdown.
You neglected to mention it will be an Australian rules tag match in front of the Iconics' home crowd. I think all of that adds up to this being Mickie James's final match.
You know, as our resident WWE expert, I have to mention that Ric Flair faced a similar career-ending stipulation years ago, and he went on to win quite a few matches before Shawn Michaels eventually retired him at WrestleMania. I think this situation could motivate Mickie James to go on a similar winning streak.
Ric Flair and Mickie James are two completely different people in two completely different eras. Besides, Flair was competing in singles matches, not as part of a team, which means Mickey's career is not only in her own hands, but also Red's. That's a lot of pressure.
Well, if anyone can handle that kind of pressure, it's Red. She's been a champion everywhere she's gone, and her win-loss record is one of the best we've ever seen. Not to mention, Mickie James is a hero of hers. I mean, the last thing Red wants to do is let her down.
But that win-loss record you mentioned is from singles matches. Red's never been part of a team. Meanwhile, the Iconics have been teaming for years. They grew up together.
Okay. Can we at least agree that it was a good thing that Red and Mickie interrupted the Iconics' rules of cricket?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I was kind of interested to learn more about it. Seems like a cool sport.
Seriously?
You know, maybe we should start talking about cricket on the show. Would probably get about as much time as MMA does.
Here we go again. All right, fine. I'll wrap this up by saying I firmly believe we'll see new tag team champions coming out of Super Showdown, and more importantly, Mickie James will go on to fight another day.
Sorry, can you read all that? I was reading about cricket.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
They're on their feet for Mickie.
From Richmond, Virginia, Mickie James.
See Mickie James make her way to the... The goal is obtaining those tag team championships. Being on the same page will be vital in this one. You have to believe the Iconics have a major advantage here tonight at Super Showdown, competing in front of their home country fans in an Australian rules tag team championship match.
And don't forget, Red and Mickie have the added pressure of Mickie's career being on the line. If they lose, this chapter of Mickie's life is officially over.
That's all true, but we shouldn't ignore the fact that Red has added women's tag team championships with Mickie James to her list. And she has a very successful track record when it comes to achieving her goals. This is how people end up getting hurt.
Schoolboy pinning combination.
Oh, maybe not.
Power. Devastating kick.
Ooh, treading all over their opponent.
That will get your attention. Champ taking the worst end of the exchange. Inverted DDT. Spiked.
Here she goes, back in the ring now.
Right across the face.
Red goes for the Irish whip, but gets sent into the corner instead.
And now here come the Iconics, pouring it on in front of their home crowd.
This does not look good for Red and Mickey, and by extension, Mickey's career.
What are the Iconics doing?
Oh, I think it's time for a game of cricket.
Red and Mickey have other plans.
This is a bit of revenge for what took place before their match on SmackDown Live.
And since Australian rules is no disqualification, it's perfectly legal.
Boom, what impact.
Look, Mickie James is on the attack now.
Gets her again.
Man, she really knows how to handle herself, huh?
Those last hits rattled the champ.
Oh, nasty impact.
Oh, no, again with the sledgehammer.
Come on, twice is enough. And it's Billy Kay showing some agility.
Spear! That was vicious.
Close quarters. Oh, what a knee. Up and down the hard way.
Oh,
Cover for the championship. Boom. Not only has Red helped Mickie James ward off retirement, they're now the new women's tag team champions.
To win this match under the pressure they faced and do it in enemy territory under the Iconics rules is truly impressive.
Honestly, I think a lot of credit goes to Red and her list. Someone said it before the match. That list is a powerful motivational tool for Red.
Yeah, that someone was me, Corey.
Nah, it couldn't have been you. Probably was Cole.
And that's how Mickie James went from being a hero and mentor of mine to more than that. She was now my team partner and, more importantly, my friend.
Oh, that's nice. But aren't you skipping over a pretty important part?
How about we move on? Don't you want to talk about when you were on the cover of WWE 2K25?
I do. But hang on a second. Earlier, you put me on blast for having some trivial goals. So now it's my turn to call you out for a time when you let the list steer you down a questionable path. This is a night to remember our careers, good and bad.
Fine. If you want to talk about it so much, then you tell the story.
Okay. After they became tag team champions, it turned everything around for Mickie. She even ended up earning a SmackDown Live Women's Championship opportunity against Kairi Sane.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Introducing the challenger.
Ever since Mickie James teamed with Red and won the tag team title, she's been riding an unexpected wave of success to avoid retirement. Tonight, she has the opportunity to continue her winning streak and become SmackDown Live Women's Champion if she can defeat Kairi Sane.
I know I've said it before, but I think tonight is the night Mickie's luck expires, especially without her partner Red to bail her out of any tough situations.
Well, if tonight is truly the end of the line for Mickie, it has been one heck of a final run.
Mickie continuing the punishing assault.
She's a lady that can turn it on quickly, no doubt about it.
This is going to be big.
Look at this. Nobody home for that one. Mickie James seizing the moment that time. Not again.
One of these competitors is eventually going to have to gain the upper hand.
Watch out!
Running Bulldog. Not what she was looking for. Clothesline over the top. Man. The champ now absorbing a little damage. Yeah, but too soon to be worried. Perched up top. That'll turn your lights out. Now trampling the opposition. Oh, here we go. Go behind. Neck breaker.
What a counter.
Wow, what a sequence.
And a reverse DDT to follow.
She's in full control now.
The cutter never ceases to amaze me.
Uh-oh. Neck breaker. Right across the back of the neck. A high-risk maneuver in the works from that top, all the way from the top rope. Finds a way to reverse. An impressive series of moves.
Looks like nobody's budging, Cole.
Back suplex. And look at the quickness by Sane.
Back elbow.
Jeez, you see that?
A series of brutal kicks.
The champ getting worked over here. Yeah, this could be the end of the road for her.
Kairi Sane needs a comeback, but the Pirate Princess has what it takes to
Quickly into the cover with the title on the line. The unbelievable streak continues. Mickie James is now one half of the tag team champions and your new SmackDown Live Women's Champion.
I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this.
Somehow, Mickie continues to defy the odds. It's like every time she's backed into a corner, she somehow finds a new way to escape. Congratulations, Mickie. You earned every bit of this.
I feel like you've been a little off lately. You're moody, quick to lash out, overly judgmental about my decisions.
It all sounds like typical me.
Maybe those weren't the best examples, but I've known you long enough to realize when something's bothering you.
Well, to be honest, I'm kind of getting impatient. I mean, teaming with Mickie has been fun, but I never thought it would last this long, and I definitely didn't see her singles title run happening. Now I'm basically waiting for someone to beat her so I can go after the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. I've been dying to cross that off.
Some might say you're a bit too focused on the list.
Who's some? Are you some?
Look, if you want my advice, I see two ways for you to get what you want. but the first option wouldn't be very honorable.
What do you mean?
If you and Mickey were to somehow lose your tag titles, then Mickey would be forced to retire and vacate her women's title, leaving you free to pursue it. Option number 2, the more straight-up way of doing things, would be for you to tell Mickey exactly how you feel and challenge her to a match for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship, potentially crossing that off the list. But if you beat her, you'd also lose the tag titles and worse, end the career of your idol/friend.
I don't really love either option.
This business forces you to make some tough decisions. But at least you're not choosing between competing in a tag title match or saving your mangled ear like Mick Foley once had to do.
No, but if losing my ear was option 3, I'd think I'd take it.
The alternative is just waiting around for something to happen, and who knows how long that could take.
You're right. I guess I should... Hey, Mickey, I need to talk to you about something. It's kind of personal, sorry.
We'll catch up later. What's going on? Is everything okay?
Yeah, well, not really. It's just lately... I'll just come out and say it. I want your title, and I know what that means for you and for us, but I don't think I can sit back any longer.
You know what? I was waiting for this moment.
You were?
Look, I know who you are, what you're made of, what got you here. You're driven to be the very best, and I knew that being tag team champions would only satisfy you for so long.
So you don't hate me?
No, I get it. I actually respect you for your honesty. I can think of a couple other ways this could have gone down.
But if I beat you, it's all over.
If it's going to come to an end, and it will, sooner rather than later, I want you to be the one that does it. Besides, none of this would have even happened if it wasn't for you. But with all that said, I've come too far to just roll over. If you face me for my title, you better be ready for a fight.
You know me. I wouldn't want it any other way.
The following contest. Introducing the challenger from
months ago, Red essentially resuscitated her idol Mickie James' career. Tonight, after issuing her an open and honest challenge, she may now cause it to come to a sudden conclusion.
If you ask me, Red's being extremely selfish. She's prioritizing the list and her individual goals ahead of her tag team championship and her supposed friend's career.
You may feel that way, but from all accounts, Mickie James was completely fine with how Red approached her regarding this match. She even said if she was going to lose... Look out! Oh, an elbow drop! Oh, it's a piercing elbow.
Wendy Richter, Trish Stratus, Sherry Martel, Lita. So many great Hall of Famers help make the Women's Championship the prestigious prize it is today.
Evading possible disaster there. Oh, what a right!
Man, that's some attitude behind it.
She's looking a bit out of it here.
Harsh impact.
The champ taking their share of hits now.
She still has a lot of time to recover, though.
She is just dominant right now.
She's showing some great effort. We'll see if it lasts.
Headbutt. Bang, nice contact there. Boom.
Oh, what impact.
Elbow drop.
Look at this. Oh, this is going to be painful.
Half crab is locked in deep.
Battling to get the upper hand.
No, she breaks it.
Wow, she's quite the escape artist, Michael.
Spear! Boom, right in the button. Oh, boom. Mickie James appears to be on her last legs.
I'm sorry.
Red hits the Mick kick. Is this the end for Mickie James?
It's all over. Red is your new SmackDown Live Women's Champion. And as a result, Mickie James' historic career has come to an end.
Red ended Mickie's career with her own move. What a true friend.
I think it was actually a sign of respect to do it that way.
Yeah, it was almost like a tribute.
You know, it would have been a good tribute, continuing to defend the tag championship and not ending your idol's career.
You deserve this moment.
A nice gesture from our new champion, Red, giving Mickie James a chance to say goodbye to the WWE Universe.
And no matter how I feel about Red right now, I do want to say thank you to Mickie James. You will be missed.
Thank you, Mickie.
And that's how I won my first SmackDown Live Women's Championship.
That totally sucked the air out of the room.
That's why I wanted to skip over that part of the story.
I'll distract him with the visual aid. With everything we'd accomplished, we were really starting to cement our especially in our hometown where we'd always been overshadowed by a certain individual, until this happened. That is a beautiful sign, don't you think?
I agree. I would never throw rocks at a sign like that.
Even though we were gaining respect and recognition, I still felt like I had a lot more to prove than Red. She had won championships everywhere we went, and I only had my Universal title win over Samoa Joe that was mostly considered a fluke. Sure, I started a movie, but that sort of thing didn't hold the same weight. So I sought out the advice from someone who was a visionary in this business. A man who had been the guiding force behind the careers of countless legendary superstars.
By the way, I saw your movie, and some of the choices you've made were, intriguing.
That really means a lot coming from you, Mr. Heyman.
Just call me Paul, thank you. So, other than this fantastic, I have no choice but to eat at lunch, why am I here?
I asked you to meet with me because I need help from the guy who managed some of the biggest names in sports entertainment history. Kurt Angle, The Big Show, Steve Austin.
Don't forget Brock Lesnar!
But before you go any further, let's just get one thing straight. I'm not going to advocate for you. I'm enjoying my retirement way too much.
I don't want an advocate, I just want your advice. I've made progress with how people perceive me, but there's still some holdouts. So, how do I earn the respect of everyone in the locker room? How do I reach the heights the legends you guided reached and build a career that's Hall of Fame worthy?
I really hate suggesting this, but in this business, there's only one surefire way to cement your legacy and become immortal. And that's by defeating the greatest force this universe has ever known. And yes, I'm talking about The Undertaker.
Good one.
Yeah, come on, Paul, I'm serious.
And so am I, dead serious. Just look at what a victory over The Undertaker did for my client, Brock Lesnar. If you want that type of prestige, there's only one way to get it.
But no one's seen The Undertaker in years.
Oh, I'm sure The Undertaker is still out there somewhere. And if you want to, you can still find him. But I personally don't recommend it. Come on, you've had your success. The WWE Universe admires you, although there's no accounting for taste. Is the respect of the men and the women in that locker room really worth risking everything you have? Your well-being, your soul? Just think about it carefully, because if I were you, and thank God I'm not, I'd forget the whole thing and just walk away before it's too late.
I want to do it. I want to cement my legacy by defeating The Undertaker.
Hey, it's your funeral, and if that's what you really want, I'll arrange a meeting with someone who might be able to help you find The Undertaker. Red, it's been a pleasure, and Trey, well, despite my better judgment, I wish you luck.
And that's how I won my first SmackDown Live Women's Championship.
That totally sucked the air out of the room.
That's why I wanted to skip over that part of the story.
I'll distract him with the visual aid. With everything we'd accomplished, we were starting to cement our legacies, especially in our hometown, where we've been overshadowed by a certain individual. This happened. That is a beautiful sign, don't you think?
I agree. I would never throw rocks at a sign like that.
Even though we were gaining respect and recognition, I still felt like I had a lot more to prove than Red. She had won championships everywhere we went, and I only had my Universal title win over Samoa Joe that was mostly considered a fluke. Sure, I started a movie, but that sort of thing didn't hold the same weight. So I sought out the advice from someone who was a visionary in this business. A man who had been the guiding force behind the careers of countless legendary superstars.
By the way, I saw your movie, and some of the choices you've made were, intriguing.
That really means a lot coming from you, Mr. Heyman.
Just call me Paul, thank you. So, other than this fantastic, I have no choice but to eat at lunch, why am I here?
I asked you to meet with me because I need help from the guy who managed some of the biggest names in sports entertainment history. Kurt Angle, The Big Show, Steve Austin.
Don't forget Brock Lesnar!
But before you go any further, let's just get one thing straight. I'm not going to advocate for you. I'm enjoying my retirement way too much.
I don't want an advocate, I just want your advice. I've made progress with how people perceive me, but there's still some holdouts. So, how do I earn the respect of everyone in the locker room? How do I reach the heights the legends you guided reached and build a career that's Hall of Fame worthy?
I really hate suggesting this, but in this business, there's only one surefire way to cement your legacy and become immortal. And that's by defeating the greatest force this universe has ever known. And yes, I'm talking about The Undertaker.
Good one.
Yeah, come on, Paul, I'm serious.
And so am I, dead serious. Just look at what a victory over The Undertaker did for my client, Brock Lesnar. If you want that type of prestige, there's only one way to get it.
But no one's seen The Undertaker in years.
Oh, I'm sure The Undertaker is still out there somewhere. And if you want to, you can still find him. But I personally don't recommend it. Come on, you've had your success. The WWE Universe admires you, although there's no accounting for taste. Is the respect of the men and the women in that locker room really worth risking everything you have? Your well-being, your soul? Just think about it carefully, because if I were you, and thank God I'm not, I'd forget the whole thing and just walk away before it's too late.
I want to do it. I want to cement my legacy by defeating The Undertaker.
Hey, it's your funeral, and if that's what you really want, I'll arrange a meeting with someone who might be able to help you find The Undertaker. Red, it's been a pleasure, and Trey, well, despite my better judgment, I wish you luck.
Kind of creepy here late at night.
Did you know some arenas are supposedly haunted?
Really?
Yeah. This one time after your match, all I heard was boo!
Assuming you didn't get that from a popsicle stick, I'm mildly impressed.
Thanks. So where's Heyman's friend who's going to help you find the Undertaker? He's supposed to meet us here, right?
Paul didn't give me any info other than a time and a place, so maybe his guy's running late. Did you hear that?
It's kind of hard not to. No one else is in the building right now, so maybe it's Heyman's guy. We should go check it out.
I don't know.
Seriously? You want to take on the Undertaker, but you're afraid of an arena boiler room? Let's go. I can't really see much, can you?
No, so we should probably try again some other time. I mean, technically the Undertaker's dead, so it's not like he's going anywhere.
Wait. I think I just saw something move. Hello?
You sure about this?
Come on, it'll be fine.
It's not too late to turn back.
Are you here to meet with us about finding the Undertaker? I swear, I saw someone down there.
Did you see a light switch anywhere?
No.
I should have never gotten myself into this.
Yeah, it was your idea.
I can't believe Mankind used to hang out down here. I'm gonna head back up and try to call Heyman. Papa Shango?
Well, this is unexpected, but I guess you'd need someone with supernatural powers to track down the dead man. Ask him to help.
Mr. Shango, apparently we have a mutual friend in Paul Heyman who said you could help me find the Undertaker?
I don't think he's going to talk.
Clearly. So, how do we go about finding Taker? You want us to get inside the furnace?
No, furnaces are hot. So maybe he's saying we're warm. Like we're close to finding the Undertaker. This is exciting!
Yeah, I'm out of here.
Wait! I think he's trying to tell us something.
What was that? It's in my eyes.
I don't know, but it kind of has a lemony flavor? Not bad.
You're eating it?
Cool.
What the hell is that?
I think it's some kind of portal.
There's no way I'm going in a portal.
If you want to become immortal, you have to go through the portal. See? It even rhymes. And besides, you're always telling me I need to loosen up and be more open-minded. So maybe you need to take your own advice for once.
The last time I said that, I was trying to get you to try pineapple on your pizza, not cross over into the netherworld.
It looks like it's starting to close. Make a decision.
Fine. Hey, wait! Papa Shango, no! Well, that's just great. Now we don't even have our voodoo mime guide. Are you smiling? I told you not to eat that dust. Hey, snap out of it.
What was that for?
Ow, that was way harder than my slap. I was just trying to wake you up.
I don't think we're asleep.
Then what is this place? Did you hear that?
From now on, let's just assume I hear everything you hear. Okay?
Look.
It's Kane! This is awesome! Maybe you can help my friend. He's trying to find your brother, and we lost our guide. Not cool! Look out! Trey? Trey! It's all right, Trey. Yeah, you did good. You did good. Catch your breath. Are those fireworks? Weird.
That's what you think is weird about all this?
Maybe we're supposed to use these to signal for help.
Who's gonna help us here?
No idea, but either way, we'll get to see some cool fireworks. Oh, it's like the 4th of July.
Yeah, except I just barbecued Kane.
I think it worked. Something's coming.
How do we know it's a good something?
Hey! Help!
Wait, is that...
Yes! Yes! I was sailing around the ocean of reincarnation when I was summoned by the works of fire in the sky.
Can you help us? I set out to find the Undertaker, but I'd be happy now to just make it home alive.
Step aboard, Skarsgård, and I will do my best to guide you on your wonderful journey. But for it to be truly over, you must delete the demon of Death Valley that you speak of.
Come on. This is our best and only option.
You don't have any more of that Shango dust, do you?
I wish.
So are you taking us to the Undertaker?
Before you do battle with the man who is dead, you must first encounter the Lady of the Marsh. Yes. If you look past her, she will make you obsolete, and you will never return to your home dimension.
Is there anything else you can tell us about her that would help?
She is a creature of darkness, despair, and decay. We have already entered her plane of existence some time ago.
How can you tell? It's so dark out here.
That's how I can tell. This is as far as Skarsgård can take you, so I must bid you farewell.
That's it? What kind of boat ride doesn't have snacks?
Do you at least have anything that can help us see where we're going?
Only the Lady of the Marsh's luminance will pierce the darkness. There, in the distance, a flickering light. Our passage of time on the ocean of reincarnation was wonderful. I hope your vessels survive the treacherous conditions you now must face. Good evening, compeers.
I should have listened to Paul Heyman and left this alone. I'd be at home on the couch right now watching true crime murder mysteries instead of becoming one.
Don't say that. We can do this, whatever this is.
That must be the Marsh Lady's cabin. Not great curb appeal.
Should we call her out for a fight?
Or we could quietly steal the lantern, run for our lives, and try to find a way out of here. I like that plan better. It won't move. It's like some invisible force is holding it there.
I think she's calling us to go in the cabin.
You speak Marsh Lady all of a sudden?
See? I was right.
Oh, turds.
You want to play? Play with Nikki. Let's play. Let's play. Let's play.
Red! What the... Is this about me messing with the lantern? I just wanted to get a closer look. It's antique, right?
Our fun is just getting started. Run. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands.
You want to play?
Oh, good. You're okay.
Yeah, thanks for the help. Wait, you got the lantern off the hook?
Yeah, it just lifted right off. I think you were doing something wrong.
Or maybe we had to defeat its source of power to gain access to it.
I still think you were doing it wrong.
Well, the lantern doesn't seem to be helping very much. It's still pretty dark out here.
Wait, over there, through the trees. The light's reflecting off something in the distance. Let's go check it out.
Sure, why not? Because we haven't done enough terrifying things yet. It's Undertaker's symbol. We must be close.
And look, there's a hook on it, just like the one at the cabin. Maybe we're supposed to hang the lantern there?
I really have no idea at this point, but it's worth a shot.
Whoa!
What are all those lights? Are they eyes? Yep, they're eyes. Evil eyes. I think you summoned him.
No, you did. This is your thing, remember? I helped you get this far, but you have to do this on your own now.
The Reaper is waiting to drag you through the fires of hell.
Whoa. We're back.
Unless we're dead, and this is heaven.
If heaven's a dark, dirty boiler room, I'm going to reassess how I've been living my life. Wait, so did all of that really just happen? I mean, who knows what kind of chemicals we could have been exposed to in here, which would explain some of the stuff I think I saw. What?
I think there's our answer. It's Paul Heyman.
Answer it.
Hey, Paul?
Hey, don't hate Paul me. I've been trying to get a hold of you for the last hour. My private investigator was there to meet you, and you were nowhere in sight.
Private investigator?
Wait, so you didn't arrange for Papa Shango to help us find the Undertaker?
Papa Shango? No, I didn't arrange for a meeting with Papa Shango.
I'm not 100% sure what's going on.
Hey, do you want expert help, yes or no?
Turns out we are no longer in need of his services. Thanks.
Well, look, you at least need to reimburse me for his time, and his hourly rate is not cheap. He is, I assure you, the
what's that?
finest
You're breaking up. Sorry.
Extreme Rules means anything goes and the fight can go anywhere in the arena, the locker room, or the parking lot. But pin or submission must occur in the ring.
One of the dangers of an Extreme Rules match is it can very quickly turn into an all-out brawl.
Well, a match like this shows what having devious intentions is all about.
A competitor can't hesitate to do what they need to do. Running Bulldog! Elbow drop!
We've witnessed incredible brutality in this type of match. Corey, what could be a key?
He might have been waiting on that one. Oh, look at that. Scoop slam! This match grinded him down a little. Yeah, but he's not breathing heavy yet. McIntyre's just so dominant.
We'll see if he can sustain the effort to do real damage.
Knee right to the midsection.
Look at this. Just launched his opponent.
Overhead belly to belly.
And he's heading back in.
Eddie Guerrero creating his opportunity here.
Big boot.
Night, night.
Drew McIntyre's taking advantage now.
Sit out pile driver.
McIntyre setting up. I don't know if that's enough to put Eddie away. This night could be over for Eddie Guerrero.
In matches like this, guys, you learn very quickly which superstars have what it takes to truly get extreme.
Elbow drop.
McIntyre with a great shot. And it is all heart that's keeping Eddie Guerrero in this match at this point.
He's going to come out of this Extreme Rules match a different man. Night, night.
Uh-oh. Future shock.
Turn the lights out. Good night. But now, can Drew McIntyre counter?
McIntyre with the win. McIntyre just showing he's stronger and hungrier than anyone in WWE.
Take a look at how Latino Heat was extinguished.
Some pretty good give and take in this match, as these highlights show.
Here is your winner, Drew McIntyre.
Big victory for him here in this one.
Drew McIntyre's return to dominance continues with that big win.
Thanks for tuning in for this championship match, and what an amazing match it was.